one hail, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at something that honestly I thought was not ever going to come to my neck of the woods. Certainly not this late in the game. And it's this guy, the Studio Series 86 Wheelie, Core Class Wheelie. He's going to be our focus this time around in the latest GotBot True review. Hey one hail, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, man, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe, and while you are at it, light up my baby. Hit that notification bell, please. It helps me out a ton, and it lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links. All of that is in the description down below, also in the description down below. And if you happen to be in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we have to offer to you through Spring, or of course, hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. And this is Studio Series 86 Wheelie. And you'll notice I still have him in package because when I actually touch him, when I get him out of package, the dreaded Wheelie curse seems to take over. You'll see what I mean when we head over to the table and take a closer look at this guy. And so the last time that I looked at Wheelie, it was from Titan's Return, and it was the worst because I was plagued by his dreaded rhyming curse. Oh no. This is the Studio Series 86 version of Wheelie, the little Autobot runt car guy. I only got him because he was on sale. I never planned to buy. Stop it. Let's move on before I burst and take a look at the packaging first. Yoink. We have art. It is up here and over here, as well as over here with the product images on the back of the box. I guess all in all, for a box, it kind of rocks. Here are some instructions for your explicit use, but let's get these out of the way and look at the guy and see what we can deduce. And here we have the Studio Series 86 next to the Titan's Return. When it comes to height requirements, this guy, he suffers a bit of a burn. Legends and Core, 27 versus 20 for the mass. Both are kind of small for their size class. Let's take this guy out and see what the new one is all about. And here's our boy with his slingshot in hand. Unfortunately, it won't fit in the palm of the Titan's Return like I had originally planned. A 3mm peg on the slingshot is fine for this guy to do the deed, as compared to the 5mm that the Titan's Return will absolutely need. Let's do this guy's scores so we can get out the doors. In terms of look and his coloring, you see, oranges, grays, and silvers are mostly where they need to be. The gray on the toes and knees, the orange on the thigh and shin, those are pretty much where they should have been. The lighter orange on the torso with the Autobot symbol, that's great. Though on the hips, we're missing some gray. That's a little bit of a bad twist of fate. The head is sublime, as are the hands, but when it comes to the rest of the arms, I found that I had to take a little bit closer scans. You see, the orange on the arm here covers the entire arm. But there should be some of this lighter orange to give it a little color, a little charm. And so, as it stands, I'm going to say that the color is about a 9, maybe a 9.25 anyway. Articulation, that will be up next. Let's see how his joints are able to flex. Head left and right, up and down. Arms able to go all around. Out to the side and elbow as well. Bicep rotation. No wrist, oh hell. We don't have a waist. The Titan's Return does. A bit of a loss for poor little cuz. Legs go forward. They can go mostly back. And out to the side, how about that? Kind of a swivel because of the ball peg. A bend 90 degrees in the middle of the leg. Nothing at the toes but up and down. Wish there was a little side to side. That makes me have a little bit of a frown. Still, as a core, it's plain to see that most things are right, and that does make me happy. He was getting a 9.25 for articulation, let's say about... Waist would be nice, ankle would be nice. Let's say about 8.5. Still pretty great. If we average those scores out, he's a very high 8. And last but not least, we can do the transformation and then get out of here. The rhyming will soon be done, have no fear. Taking that out, lay it aside. Then we will get this guy into his ride. Where to begin, where to start, I think we will pull back on this back part. Bring up an arm, straighten it out. Bring up an arm, straighten it out. Unpeg this and push the head down. Flip it inside and bring the back up around. Bring down the waist so it's kind of perfectly straight. So far this transformation I don't at all hate. Let's finish the legs. And get out of here, mate. Put them together. Now this is what's hard. Trying to fit them up under this guard. There. So, you peg both shins so that they become one. Then you peg in the top with two little rectangles. What fun. On the very back, we bring this down. There's a little peg here and a slot on the side. And if we peg both arms in, boom, we're finished the ride. A little hole deep up here is where you can take the accessory and place it for storage. So have no fear. And there's our guy, Rolly and Small. I kind of like him. I think he's a ball. Is he absolutely perfect? Absolutely not. But I'm pretty happy that him I got. Overall score for the transformation, say 8. Overall score, 8.5. Not a bad fate. And here we are once again, and here he is, and I apologize for the dreaded curse of that rhyming scheme. Let's see if I can kind of summarize it very quickly for you here without the rhyming. In terms of look for the guy looks pretty great. It's very close to animation accuracy, though at the pelvis we don't have the gray on his hips, and on his arms, certainly on the shoulders and a little bit on the forearm, we're missing the kind of lighter orangey color, like the salmony orangey color that would be on like his chest and his head. That should be on the arms. So we are missing some paint apps there. Some people, and I understand this, don't at all like the fists hanging out on the back in vehicle mode. And I understand that there is a third-party upgrade kit that you can get if you want to kind of replace his entire fist and forearm where you can hide it away. There's also something there where you can pop out the pin for that orange piece that's on his back, like that butt flap piece where the slingshot pegs in, and if you want to pop that pin and put in a new pin and a new piece, you can do that as well. I don't think I am as invested in Wheelie. I don't think I'm invested in Wheelie enough to go and get a upgrade kit for him, but I understand if somebody does want to go that route, for sure. But in terms of the look, it's mostly accurate. I find the size a little strange that they went with core class, since all of the other mini bots are bigger. However, to be fair, he does tend to be about the same size as like Daniel in an exosuit, maybe a little bit bigger. So it might be an okay size class. I feel like he probably should have been a bit bigger. When you see him compared to the Titan's Return is indeed a bit larger. When we look at the mass comparison, 20 grams to that one's 27 grams. This a bit small. Oh, actually, this is, I think I said a bit small for their size class, but for core it's about right. And I got this guy on sale for about $5 less than what a core normally goes for. So I think that the pricing was, certainly the sale price, I think was about right for this guy. And for the Titan's Return, he was a bit smaller than a Legends should have been. A Legends by right should be around 33, 35 grams. 27 for the Titan's Return is a bit small. I don't find either alt mode is particularly solid. Not this one or the other one, though I do find both transformations to be clever. I'll say that, they're clever. Kind of pegging this guy's legs together and getting the hips to kind of close together a little bit is slightly cumbersome, but not a big deal. Once you've done it once or twice, it's pretty easy. I did it without instructions. I don't necessarily think you need the instructions for this transformation. The articulation, very good, but it's also kind of typical for what you would expect from core Legends class. You know, the employment of several ball pegs, but I don't hate ball pegs. They serve the purpose for bend and swivel, both at the knees and at the elbows. The shoulders have a nice wide range of motion, easy to do T-pose and then some. The head is well articulated, and about the only thing that I'm really missing is a waist. To be fair, I did not realize, or I had forgotten, that there's a waist on the Titan's Return one, where really part of the car kind of rotates, so you do have a bit of a waist. I think overall the Titan's Return one is a little bit better, but I think in terms of looking like the animation, this one is a little bit better. Neither is perfect. What about the Takara Titan's Return one? I still think that this one is more animation accurate than that one. Though, to be fair, there is definitely, in this case, a measure of subjectivity, and that will differ person to person. If you choose to keep the Titan's Return or the Takara Legends one, I totally get it, and I totally support you. In fact, I might do the same. If you choose to replace that with this one, I totally get that as well, because there's an argument for it if you are a hyper animation accurate person. And other than the kind of missing light orange on the arms, this is about as close as I think we're likely to get. Let me know what you think about core class Wheelie, and if you have him in your collection, or if you replace the Titan's Return, or if you kept the Titan's Return. Let me know, man. Let me know. I appreciate you guys coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we have to offer to you through spring, or of course hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. Please hit the subscribe button, man. Stick around, have some fun with us here on the channel. And don't forget that somehow, some way, each and every single day, you right there, you do make a difference in the world. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights, at the stop motion premieres, or the old-fashioned way right here inside the videos.